Oh boy, now this has been a topic I've been avoiding for a very long time. Halo Infinite. Man, this game has just had a bad track history for the past few months. A game that launched without Team Slayer, a game that launched with no co op campaign, a game that launched with no Forge mode. Oh boy, this game's history is just not doing good for itself. Did I forget to mention that this game launched without Team Slayer co op campaign and Forge mode at launch? And here we are now, a few seasons into the game's life cycle, and everyone is just done with the game. Like, nobody wants to play Halo Infinite anymore. And from what people have been saying online, 343 Industries is just lost their way. Like they're telling people they need to hand off Halo Infinite to a different developer or the Halo license to a different developer because 343 has lost their way. And the biggest one that was a punch in the gut that everybody was pissed off about was Couch Co-op Campaign. Something in Halo 5 Guardians that wasn't there, and 343 Industries said that there's going to be couch co-op campaign from this point on. Halo Infinite, no couch co-op campaign. They said there was going to be a co-op, but it was going to be online only. There's no couch co-op. So, here we are a few years later. History is just repeating itself, where once again, developers just lie to everybody and give us a broken promise that wasn't even there. They're giving us co op campaign, but it's online only. And everyone doesn't like that. Back in Halo 5, people wanted couch co op campaign. Here we are in Halo Infinite, people want couch co op campaign. But here's the sad truth, there is no couch co op campaign. Okay, so how many Halo games have had couch co op campaign? Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, Halo 4. Pretty much every single freaking Halo game in the goddamn Halo franchise! Except for Halo 5 Guardians and Halo Infinite. Really, 343 Industries? Sorry, I lost my temper there for a second. I just love the Halo franchise, but seeing where this has been going, I'm not surprised to see that this game has destroyed the Halo franchise. And there is an article I do want to share with you guys. I'm gonna pull it up for you now, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions on it as we go along. Halo games have always been a robust, ever changing multiplayer component, but Halo Infinite is first to adapt or adopt, I don't know how to pronounce that properly, a truly live service model. It's free to play and operates around a rotational season, which is like Fortnite, which adds new maps, new modes, and cosmetics to the game. The second season launched in May and it was supposed to run through early November, already a timeline that irked players who believed Infinite would launch on or operate on a 3-month season. But now season 2 will extend all the way into March. So obviously here we can tell that 343 Industry had major change of plans, and part of this has to do with the community outrage going on with the game. And part of this is because there's been so much downplay for this game. It's just been getting worse and worse as time has gone on. I mean, every Halo game that used to come out, there's always something new. And Halo Infinite is doing something new in a very bad way. A live service model that was supposed to be like the next Fortnite. That's what 343 Industries is trying to make Halo with these few season battle passes and stuff. They're trying to be the next Fortnite, and the way that they're handling the service, it's not going too well. Especially because it just says in the article it was this season was next season was released in May. I apologize for my stuttering, but this season was started in May, and it is supposed to end in this early November. But because of the backlash they had been getting and the change of plans and the canceled 3-4 and 343 Industries canceled the couch co-op portion of Halo Infinite and made it online only co-op like Halo 5 Guardians, pissed off a lot of people. And there's been a lot of change of plans for this game, and people hate it. And a lot of people are review bombing this game to oblivion because 343 Industries is taking a direction that the community hates. And if you ask me personally, I don't blame them. I mean, Halo Infinite, I've always seen it as like a couch co-op game, or not Halo Infinite, the whole franchise. I'm sorry. Let me re-clarify what I'm saying. The Halo franchise has always been like a party shooter game. Couch co-op, couch versus. I mean, come on. Why would they change the formula? Oh, I know why. Because 343 Industries wants to make money. They don't care about the player base. They only want what's good for them. For God's sakes, they even changed up the customization portion of the game. Where, do you remember when the developers say they wanted to make some cosmetic stuff play to earn, and they lied to people and made it so like you have to pay money to earn cosmetics and stuff for a samurai helmet and for like armor pigments like color blue, green, yellow? For God's sakes, Halo Reach had one of the best armor customizations out there, and it was all free. Does anybody remember Halo Reach? As you level up, you unlocked new gear, and guess what? You had like a credit system where if you just play the game, you earn credits, and you can use those credits to unlock cosmetics for your character for free. And if you ask me personally, Halo Reach is far better. Hell, every Halo game, besides from Halo 5 Guardians, is far better than Halo Infinite. Because of the amount of customization and all the content that was offered there on release. Halo Infinite is just, it's empty. There's nothing in it. And a lot of people are pissed off at 343 Industries, and I can understand why for multiple reasons. The main reason that I see is that people are mad that they were lied to 343 Industries about the co-op not being in the game. But I digress. Let's go back to the article. First, let's rip off the band-aid. Halo Infinite support for local co-op campaign is cancelled outright. Halo 5 Guardians caught flack during the 2015 launch for being the only Halo game to date to come out sans support for couch co-op. In 2017, 343 Industries Bonnie Ross publicly stated that any first-person shooter released by the studio would have a local co-op campaign. Lies! In a live stream today, 343 Industries creative director Joe Staten, I think is how you say it, said that the studio permanently shelved that feature for Halo Infinite in order to allocate resources towards developing on the game's live service commitments. I really just can't believe how stupid and out of touch the 343 Industries developers are now. They confirmed it in their post. I mean, and even in the article, they confirmed his quote and what he said. Couch co-op, local co-op has been permanently shelved because they're sticking to a live service commitment. They straight up lied to us once again. Am I surprised in this modern gaming trend? Not really. But for a lot of people that play Halo Infinite, I feel bad because now they can't play with their buddies on the same couch in in an offline mode. Everything has to be a live service for 343 Industries. They're going along the Fortnite direction where it has to be live service only. Screw you, 343 Industries, as my phone goes off. But I can understand why people are pissed off, and this was definitely an anti-consumer move on their half. They should not have taken this path. And if they wanted to be a party shooter game, like they said back in Halo Combat Evolved, they would have just continued to stick with the same Halo game for decades. Halo should have just been itself. And I know that's kind of cringy to say, but it's true. You should not have changed the Halo formula. But what did they do? They changed the Halo formula and they made this turd, Halo Infinite, a live service model that destroyed the Halo franchise. And honestly, I know I've said this before when I was first talking about Halo Infinite, but I am so glad that I skipped out on Halo Infinite. And I don't even have an Xbox Series Next Gen. Even if I did have one, I'm still kind of glad that I skipped out on that console, and I'm glad I skipped out on this game because it looks like 343 Industries just confirmed that they're going along this live service route with Halo, and that's not what people wanted. So, congratulations, 343 Industries. You have officially destroyed the Halo franchise, and you lost all goodwill you had with the community. So, yeah, after this move, I have no hope for Halo's Infinite ever being good, and this was the final straw. Was skeptical about this game, and seeing the direction that 343 Industries is going with this, I'm not waiting and I'm not doing any more research on this game from this point forward because of the direction that the developers are going with this game. And I just feel bad for a lot of Halo players, and I can understand why this game's getting review bombed. And can I blame people? No, of course not, because I loved Halo since Halo 3. That was like my first ever Halo game. But can I blame people for dissing this game? No, of course not. And it's about time that these developers learn a lesson. And if their developers are not going to listen to what their community wants, then the product is going to fail. And it looks like Halo Infinite is heading towards that train wreck. So, yeah, I have no hope for Halo Infinite ever being good. And like I said already, this was the final straw. I'm not waiting around, and I'm not making any more news coverage on this game until something tremendously happens. I'm not making another video on this Halo topic, so 343 Industries can go shove rocks up where the sun don't shine. So, with that being said, thank you guys all for listening. Let me know what you all think down below. I'm just very baffled and disappointed at 343 for the direction they're going here. And I don't know how to end off this video properly besides saying let me know what you guys think down below. I am curious to hear what your thoughts are on 343 Industries and how you think about Halo Infinite. Just as a reminder, they didn't launch the game with Team Slayer. They did not launch this game with couch co-op. They not they did not launch this game with Forge mode. So, yeah, it's just a mess. And I know I'm repeating myself, but did I forget to mention this game launched without Team Slayer, co-op, and Forge mode? You you know if Halo launched without those features, you know this game is doomed. And that's kind of how this game was from the start. Halo has been doomed from the start, and my prediction was exactly right. So, thank you guys all for listening, and until next time, you guys, I'm avoiding Halo Infinite, and I'm calling out 343 Industries, and I'll see you all later.